Remember the other day when we were chatting about the ideal woman spectrum and all of the personality factors that go into deciding a bloke's ideal woman? Well, one thing I didn't mention is that if she has mates, then it's not just her personality you have to worry about. If you're going to take this girl seriously, then you also have to worry about the size of her boobs. No, you also have to worry about her mates. And as lovely as my girlfriend's mates are when they haven't been drinking, being around them when they're drunk feels like babysitting a pack of hyenas. Now, usually there's one girl in the group that takes on the responsibility of looking after the other girls, known as the mother hen. Unfortunately, when you're the boyfriend of the mother hen, you're effectively adopting a clan of alcoholic stepchildren. Like the first time I went out of all of them, I thought it was just going to be a chill night. But after the other girls started boozing and my girlfriend Claire felt compelled to run around after them, making sure they were drinking enough water and not getting taken by random guys, even though I knew that technically it weren't my responsibility to look after them, I couldn't just sit back and watch Claire do all the work by herself. So I left. Now when it comes to dealing with drunks, you can slot them into one of three categories. The first is the beneficial drunk. Alcohol makes this person into a social superhero. They get the party started, they're everyone's friend, they're fun, they're funny, and actually in real life, not just in their head. The second is the inconsequential drunk. This person's drunkenness really makes no difference to the night whatsoever, until it's time to drive home. And the third is the detrimental drunk. This is the person whose drunkenness ruins everyone else's night. They get into fights, they break down crying, they throw up on the dance floor, you name it. Now, some of Claire's mates are beneficial drunks. Some of them are inconsequential drunks, but unfortunately, the rest of them are Scientologists. No, the rest of them are detrimental drunks. But I think I may have an understanding of why this happens. I have a theory that when women are out drinking as a group of ladies, they all understand that their safety is their responsibility. But I think that personal responsibility goes flying out the window as soon as they're accompanied by a bloke who actually cares about their well-being. Which means I've now got to spend my whole night trying to explain to them that I don't care about their well-being. But my girlfriend does, and she's dragging me out to a nightclub to celebrate her friend Kira's birthday. The only problem is the weather says there's going to be a rainstorm from about 3 a.m. and I don't have an umbrella. So my only goal for tonight is to be out of the nightclub by 1:30 so that we have enough time to get home before it starts pissing down without having to pay for an overpriced cab. But from past experience, I know that if there's one of Claire's mates that has the ability to ruin my entire plan, it's Daisy, otherwise known as the Drunk Wanderer. This is the one who'll go missing for 2 hours and then re-emerge with no idea where she's been or why she's now wearing a chef's hat. But if Daisy's still missing by 1:30, then Claire's not going to let us leave until we find her. Now I don't want you thinking that I don't care about the safety of a young woman, but I don't have an umbrella. So on tonight's episode of What Could Possibly Go Wrong, my only mission is to stop Daisy getting too drunk and then wandering off. Unfortunately, by the time me and Claire met the girls at the club, Daisy was already bladdered. But I weren't fazed, because I knew, even though she was already drunk, as long as I kept me wits about me, and I didn't let Daisy out of my sight for even a single second, then there was no way for us to lose track. We lost Daisy! Oh, for fuck's sake! Anyway, after 2.5 hours of playing hide and seek with Daisy, I look at the time and it's 1:30. Time to go. Okay, so Daisy looks like she's having a great time with Vivian on the dance floor. She'll be good there for the rest of the night. We should probably get going. Who's that guy talking to Kate? Oh! See, Kate's one of those girls who's perfectly civilised during the day, but after 3 glasses of wine, she turns into female Quagmire from Family Guy. I don't like the look of this. I know. We should probably go so we don't have to look at him any longer. I'm serious. He looks like the kind of creep that's going to try and drag her into a dungeon and use her as a human sacrifice. You should go over there. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I'm sure he don't need my help dragging her into a dungeon. Not to help him, to stop. Oh, never mind. I'll do it myself. So Claire pulls Kate to one side. Why not? He's so fit. Do you know anything about him? Who he's here with? what he does for a living? If he has an umbrella I could borrow? Claire, don't be so boring. It's a night out. We're having fun. Yeah, but you've had a lot to drink, so maybe it's best you come home with us. Right, Jerry? She's a bit drunk for a threesome, isn't she? I didn't mean for a threesome. Jerry! But Kay can't be convinced, so Claire wants me to go over and talk to him and subtly see if he's got serial killer vibes. Have you murdered anyone recently? Define recently. He seems safe enough. It's 2 a.m. We're going to have to get a different bus from a further away bus stop, but we can still beat the rainstorm as long as I can get Claire to leave the club with me before she notices that Daisy's disappeared again. Relax, I'm sure she's fine. You don't know that. What if she's been kidnapped by terrorists? Well, that's even more reason to go home. They're hardly going to send the hostage letter here, are they? You're not taking this seriously. Because she's going to come back. Any minute now, she'll wander back over wearing swimming goggles and holding a spatula. She won't come back if she's dead, Jerry. Oh, they probably said the same thing about Jesus. I'll make you a deal. If she's not back in 3 days, then we can... Jerry, I know that you want to go home before it starts raining, and I know you're only out in the first place because I wanted to come here, but Daisy's my best friend, and I'd never forgive myself if we didn't look for her, and then she turns up dead in a ditch. Okay, fine. I'll help pay for the funeral. That's not what I meant! So after searching the club from top to bottom and ringing Daisy's phone about 700 times, we finally end up out in front, making sure the other girls get off okay. Then I look at the time. It's 3 a.m. and for the first time I think, she's really been gone a while, hasn't she? I genuinely thought she'd be back by now. Do you think something's happened to her? Try one last time and if she don't answer then we can... Wait, she's calling me! Oh my god, Daisy, where are you? I'm at home. Wait, what? When did you go home, babe? I left about an hour ago. Apparently there's going to be a massive rainstorm. I didn't want to get caught in it because I don't have an umbrella. Did you guys get home okay? Yeah, we're just on our way now. Now, obviously, that was a frustrating turn of events, but I couldn't stay mad for long. I don't know. Maybe it's the gentleman in me, but I knew I was going to sleep easy, knowing that at least one of the girls got home safe that night. Okay, we should probably get Jerry? Jerry! Gentleman! Nah. I bet you're thinking, Jez, there's no way you actually left her. I did leave her. Only for like 15 seconds. And the funny thing is, when we went back for her, and she opened the cab door, she just smiled and was like, okay, fair enough. And then we went home. And that's why she's special. That's why she's a keeper. You might even say she's me ideal woman. You might even say she's me ideal woman. You might even say she's... Mate, just go watch that video.